You might think that being around highly vibrational people would only bring positive energy, right? But what if I told you it's not always that simple? The truth is, their energy can have unexpected effects, and sometimes, those effects can be more harmful than you realize. Picture this: you're suddenly feeling overwhelmed, exposed, or even physically drained. It's not your imagination, it's the impact of their high vibration clashing with your own. For some, being in their presence can feel like trying to keep up with a marathon runner when you've barely started walking. The discomfort can be subtle at first, but the longer you're exposed, the more you start to feel it. Curious yet? What makes this even more surprising is that these energetic shifts aren't widely talked about. You may find yourself questioning your self-worth or feeling disconnected from your usual life, all because of the silent effects their energy has on you. It's a hidden struggle many face but don't fully understand. So, what's really going on? Why do you feel this way, and how can you protect yourself? Let's dive deeper into these little-known effects and uncover how being close to such high energy could be causing more harm than good. 1. Feeling unworthy or inadequate. It's fascinating how energy can shape our self-image, especially when in the presence of highly vibrational people. For many, this energy feels like walking into a room where everyone speaks a language you don't quite understand. The contrast between your vibration and theirs can make you question your own worth, almost as if their mere presence highlights areas where you feel you're lacking. It's not uncommon for people to feel like they need to change, to raise their own vibration, just to keep up. But this sense of inadequacy can quickly spiral into something deeper. Imagine being at a party where everyone seems to have an unspoken connection, and you're just trying to join in. That feeling can stir up self-doubt and comparisons, where you begin questioning why you aren't at the same level of spiritual growth. Energetic imbalances, often unnoticed at first, can lead to a lingering discomfort, leaving you feeling out of sync with your surroundings, even questioning your own spiritual journey. However, it's important to recognize that this discomfort is actually a signal for growth. Feeling unworthy isn't a flaw, but a sign that you're on the brink of transformation. Just like a caterpillar in its cocoon, you're in a phase where change is inevitable, even if it feels uncomfortable. The presence of someone with a higher vibration often pushes us toward inner growth, shedding the layers of doubt that hold us back. So, instead of resisting, this could be a chance to embrace the discomfort as an invitation to evolve. 2. Loss of interest in superficial activities. Have you ever noticed how spending time with someone of a higher vibration subtly changes your perspective on things? Suddenly, activities that once felt fun, like gossiping or engaging in drama, lose their appeal. It's like being exposed to a higher frequency tunes you out of the lower vibrations that once captured your attention. You might feel a pull toward deeper conversations, leaving behind the surface-level chatter. And while this shift feels refreshing, it can create tension within your usual social circles. As these interests fade, social dynamics often change. Friends who once shared your enthusiasm for materialistic pursuits or idle conversations might start to feel distant. You're no longer vibing on the same wavelength, and that creates a sense of confusion, or even isolation. This shift may feel like a loss of identity as the activities and relationships that once defined you fall apart, leaving you in an awkward space of transition. It's a disorienting but necessary part of your spiritual journey. The beauty of this change is that it paves the way for something more meaningful. As you step away from these superficial interests, you make space for growth, connection, and activities that nourish your soul. It's a natural process, outgrowing old habits to make room for new ones that resonate with your higher self. And while this shift may feel uncomfortable at first, it's essential for aligning with your true purpose. You might just find that, instead of losing something, you're gaining the clarity you've been seeking all along. 3. Discomfort with change. Change is one of the most unsettling forces, especially when it's not on your terms. Being around highly vibrational people can spark a shift that feels inevitable, yet uncomfortable. Their energy naturally promotes growth, and for those resistant to transformation, this can stir up feelings of unease. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, knowing you must jump, but fearing the unknown. This is how change can feel when you're pushed out of your comfort zone by their high vibration. For many, this discomfort manifests in stress, anxiety, or even frustration. The routines and habits that once brought stability begin to feel inadequate. It's as if the ground beneath you is shifting, and you're scrambling to regain control. Those around highly vibrational individuals often find that their environment begins to evolve faster than they are ready for, causing emotional and energetic imbalance symptoms. This resistance to change can create internal tension, making personal growth feel more like a burden than a blessing. Yet, discomfort is the birthplace of transformation. Though unsettling, these shifts are what lead to profound personal development. Growth rarely happens when we remain in the familiar. It's through facing discomfort, learning to navigate through it, that real breakthroughs occur. Like a seed breaking through the soil, it's in the struggle that we find our true strength. So, instead of resisting the change, leaning into it can bring about a sense of peace, knowing that evolution is part of the process. 4. Energetic imbalance or sickness. The human body is deeply connected to the energy that surrounds it, and when exposed to highly vibrational individuals, the impact can be felt on a physical level. It's not uncommon for people to experience headaches, fatigue, or even a sense of physical sickness when their energy clashes with someone of higher vibration. This energetic imbalance can feel like trying to tune into a radio station with static. Your body struggles to adjust, and the dissonance manifests in discomfort. Symptoms like these are signs that your energy field is being disrupted by a frequency you're not yet aligned with. These physical symptoms are not random. They are the body's way of signaling that it's processing something much deeper. People might dismiss it as just a bad day or stress, but when you dig beneath the surface, you'll find that this energetic discord is a reaction to the contrast in vibration. When spending time around someone with a significantly higher vibration, your own energy field goes into overdrive, trying to balance itself out. This leads to what some may call energetic sickness, a state where your physical being struggles to maintain equilibrium. However, this energetic clash isn't necessarily negative. It's a sign that there's an opportunity for growth and alignment. The discomfort you feel is your body's way of adapting to a new energy level, almost like recalibrating after being thrown off balance. To ease this adjustment, practices such as grounding exercises, meditation, and mindfulness can help stabilize your energy. Think of it as learning to surf. You need to find your balance to ride the waves of higher vibration without being overwhelmed. 5. Increased self-criticism. Being near highly vibrational people often leads to a heightened sense of self-awareness, and not always in a positive way. It's easy to start comparing yourself to them, wondering why you aren't as spiritually evolved or as centered. This can spark a wave of self-criticism that's hard to shake. You might find yourself scrutinizing every choice, every thought, every action, feeling like you're not doing enough to grow. It's almost as if their presence becomes a mirror, reflecting back all the areas where you feel inadequate. This self-criticism can quickly spiral into something deeper, leading to a sense of failure or unworthiness. Regular individuals often experience a pressure to keep up with these higher vibrational energies, and when they feel they're falling short, it triggers intense self-reflection. While self-awareness is generally a good thing, too much of it, especially when framed negatively, can lead to burnout and frustration. The symptoms of energetic imbalance, such as physical and emotional exhaustion, can amplify this self-critical state. But here's the truth: self-criticism is not a sign of failure, but rather a sign of potential. Being near someone with a high vibration challenges you to raise your own. It's a call to action, not a reason to retreat. The key is to transform this criticism into a tool for growth, not a weapon for self-sabotage. Instead of focusing on what you aren't, focus on what you can become. You can start by adopting simple practices like journaling or meditation to track your progress, helping you turn that inner critic into your greatest ally. 6. Feeling exposed or vulnerable. There's something about highly vibrational people that seems to peel back layers you didn't even know were there. Just being around them can make you feel like your true self is being laid bare. It's as if their presence illuminates all the parts of you that you've hidden, not just from others but even from yourself. This feeling of exposure can be unsettling, leaving you vulnerable, like standing in front of an open window with nothing to hide behind. When you're in the presence of someone with a higher vibration, their energy has a way of revealing the truths you might not be ready to face. Perhaps it's unresolved emotional wounds or insecurities you've buried deep. These things come to the surface because highly vibrational individuals naturally align with truth, and anything that doesn't match that energy gets exposed. It can feel uncomfortable, even painful, to see yourself in such a raw state, leading to energetic discomfort and a need to retreat. Yet, vulnerability is where the magic happens. In this exposure lies an opportunity for profound growth and healing. Feeling raw and open isn't a weakness, but a sign that you're ready to shed old layers and step into a more authentic version of yourself. Embracing this vulnerability instead of hiding from it can lead to deep self-acceptance and transformation. It's a reminder that sometimes, the only way forward is by allowing yourself to be seen, flaws and all. It's time to ask yourself, how is this energy affecting you? Have you noticed shifts in your own thoughts, emotions, or even physical health after spending time with highly vibrational people? The awareness you've gained today can be a game changer in how you manage these relationships. But the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you continue to let their energy influence you, or will you take steps to protect your own vibration and personal growth? The choice is yours, and it starts with understanding the power of these interactions. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Every experience you've had up until now is part of your growth, but now that you're aware of these hidden effects, it's time to take action. So, what's next for you? How will you start applying these insights to protect your energy and continue your spiritual evolution? Think about it, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We're all learning from each other here. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss out on more insights like these. Continue expanding your consciousness by watching the recommended video that you see on the screen right now.